Hello everyone. So I want to introduce you to someone special in my life, and that is Ross.
Hey everyone, I'm Ross. I'm really excited to meet all of you. When I first met Madison, she did not tell me the truth about what she did for a living, but I eventually found out, and when I looked up on YouTube and Instagram, first thing I did was read all of your comments. And I was blown away by all of you, all of her supporters. You guys are so nice. You guys are genuine. Obviously, Madison was going through a really hard time, and the support you guys gave her was amazing. And then as I've gotten to know Madison and be her boyfriend, we do read your comments on her videos, and I'll sit there and read through 50, 100, 200 comments, and it really is amazing how much support you guys give her and how much love you show her. So thank you.
You're so sweet. I love you. So I asked you guys on Instagram if you had any questions for us because I was trying to think of a way to introduce you guys to someone new in my life, and I figured, this might be the easiest way, and also to include you guys in like what you're curious about. So we wrote down some questions, and we're gonna answer some of them for you guys right now. So let's go ahead and get into it. Our first question that you guys asked was, were you married before? And do you have any kids?
So I was married for 10 years, and I have a son who's almost 8. I have a daughter who's almost 5. She's going to be 5 next week. And they live here in San Diego, really close to us. So far, so good.
Yeah. And then how did we meet? This is like the number one question. How did we meet? We met on a dating app called Hinge.
Thank you, Hinge.
Yeah. I decided to try the dating app thing because I was talking to my lash girl and she was telling me all about it. So I was like, hey, you know what? Let's just see how this goes. And I actually matched with him to, what was it that we wrote? Like, what was it? No.
I wrote, life is short, be kind, because it made you put a quote or something, a life quote. Yeah. So my quote was, life is short, be kind.
I really liked that.
She liked it.
And then I wrote, I also DM'd you a message.
So she was the one that was chasing after me.
Yeah, I picked him up. And then that was in September. And then we didn't finally meet until November.
So she matched with me and then asked me like, hey, what are you doing tonight? I followed up with some watching sports and wrote her back. And then for about 2 months, I chased after her. First on Hinge, then I got her number. Then I kept texting her, like, when are we going to meet up? She told me she was at Disney. Then she told me her kids were sick. Then she gave me a lot of excuses. Mm-hmm. I still don't think her kids were sick. But somehow in November, she agreed to go to coffee with me.
To have the verification date, to verify that you are who you say you are. And we went to coffee.
It was quick.
It was quick because it was between meetings for you.
Yeah.
And then we did lunch the following week. And then you traveled a ton after that.
And then I was gone for Thanksgiving and almost all of December. Mm-hmm. And then
we never kissed or anything. Like, it was literally just dates, just getting to know each other. And then I was kind of in like that kind of like, should I try this or should I try to work things out with Joel? And then in January, I finally kind of hit that, like, I had to give up. Like, nothing was working. And so I finally had my let go moment, which I've talked about before on my channel. And after that moment, a week or so or later on in that month, we met because you were finally in town. And then we were inseparable since then. Fun stuff.
Were you scared to open up again?
Yeah. So for me, you know that. He had to get me to open up. He has to get me to communicate better. Because I kind of it took me a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's scary. From my point of view, once I moved out, I started dating, meeting girls, but I wasn't thinking about anything serious. I wasn't ready for anything serious. I wasn't really ready to open up. It was good for me to have that period of time before I met Madison. And then actually I was traveling a lot, like kind of spring into winter. Came back after being gone for 3 weeks in December and in January, and it was kind of like, okay, I think I'm ready to, maybe just date one girl, see how that goes, start to open up a little bit more. And just coincidentally, timing, maybe it was meant to be. Madison was finally ready to date and open up herself, and it worked out. We got lucky.
Yeah, we did. We got really lucky. Favorite things about each other? Oh gosh. Okay, so some of the things that really attracted me to Ross is I love how assertive he is, and I love how hardworking you are. He's a really good dad. He is very hands-on. He's always there for his kids. That was like another really big thing for me. Someone who's also very family-oriented, and also comes from a really good family that has that really special family dynamic that my family has. And he kind of checked all those boxes. So those were like my favorite things about you.
I think for me, I kind of had a wish list, checklist like everyone else does when they're looking for a girl. I don't think I was really thinking I would find one anytime soon when I was, getting ready to date. But yeah, I mean, Madison has everything and more of what I was looking for. I think when I was dating, I dated girls who were never moms before. Some women were already moms, and the more I dated, the more I realized that if I was going to have an actual girlfriend, she needed to be a mom. Just because of my kids and the situation with my kids, it was super important to me that the person was a mom, had been a mom, and was a really good mom. I think that was kind of the most important thing for me. And so obviously you guys have watched Madison be a mom on video, and I got to see it in real life, and she's an amazing mom. So that was kind of the start for me. And then from there it was like, okay, she's an amazing mom, she's an entrepreneur, she works hard, she also has a good family, she's smart, and then she turned out to be really cool, and then she turned out to be really fun, and then she turned out to be a great athlete. And so it was just kind of like box after box after box was checked. And yeah, I just felt like, wow, this is crazy. I can't believe I met this girl that checks all these boxes, and we met on Hinge.
Yeah.
And she lives, 15, 20 minutes away from me, which is crazy.
It's awesome. And then, okay, so how did it go with how we met each other?
No,
favorite things we do together. I almost missed that one. I would have to say pickleball, tennis, golf. I love being athletic with you. I love being active with you. I also love going out with him. Like when we just go out, just us two for a date night, like we can go somewhere where it's like dancing, and we will have so much fun if it's just us two there. Like I just have a blast with you. I think that's another thing. I love doing everything with him. So.
Yeah, I think favorite things we do together, I mean, sports, obviously. We went bowling, we played darts, we sang karaoke, we've gone to clubs, we've gone to concerts, we've gone to sporting events. I think, for me, it's just great. She's adventurous. She's willing to go anywhere and do anything. She's willing to go with my friends or go with me alone. She's been great with my family. So I think so far, just the fact that we both have, outgoing personalities and like to go do things, and she's, ready to get out of the house at all moments and go play.
I get antsy.
It works. But I would say, I think favorite things we do is anything competitive. If you guys don't know, Madison is very competitive in everything that we do. Unfortunately, for her, she hasn't found too many things that she can beat me at yet.
I am going to beat him. All right, so meeting the kids. So have we met each other's kids or whatnot? I had you meet the girls. How long ago do you think it was? Like a month or 2 months ago?
After I met Joel.
Yeah, so what we first did is that we first met each other's ex-spouses because we wanted to be respectful to them and let them know, like, this is the person that's going to be around our kids. So he's met Joel, I met his ex, and everything went great. And then we introduced each other to the kids. Everything's gone perfectly. It was the easiest thing. I was so nervous, to be honest. They absolutely adore him. So that has been the easiest transition ever. I wouldn't even call it a transition because it was just like instant. And then I just recently met his kids. So we've gotten the kids together. Everything went really great. We're doing the birthday parties this next weekend that's coming up. And so far, so good. Things are happening.
Yeah, I mean, for me, because my kids are older, I've already, a 3.5-year-old, I've had 2 of them already, and a 1-year-old, I've already done that twice. So it was really easy for me. Madison warned me that, Riley can be difficult, and she's the easiest girl. She is so sweet. She's so fun. So it really hasn't been tough for me at all. And Kinsley is by far the easiest 1-year-old, never cries, eats all the time, sleeps really well. So the adjustments, as far as me meeting her kids was easy. My kids are older, so it's a little bit tougher, but they met Madison and she showered my daughter with makeup.
Yeah.
And so that made her super happy. And I think, in time, the kids will get to know each other and they'll be around each other more. And, I think it'll be great for both of them. I think it's great for my kids that, they're going to have Madison in their life. And I think for me, it's great to, have Kinsley and Riley in my life. And so far, we've had a ton of fun together.
So far, everything has been blending pretty easily, and we're still in the beginning of it. But I mean, it's kind of still so much of an unknown because there's not much out there right now on blended families or how to introduce. And that's one thing that we've been kind of wanting to work on and doing is actually this. I've told you guys, I kind of want to start a podcast, and we were talking about doing it together and basically talking about divorce, life after divorce, blending families, and having both perspectives of a man and a woman. And because a lot of the stuff that you see is all about women, but you don't ever see much from the man's perspective, and that's what we want to share, and we want to be able to help people because I was constantly looking for this type of stuff to help me navigate through this next chapter, and I think we could be really, really helpful. You've helped me a lot.
Yeah, I think both of us, we've helped each other a ton. She's going through it, I'm going through it. It brought us together. It's something to really talk about, support each other with. And then Madison started showing me kind of all the kind of divorce information, podcast stuff on Instagram. And it was 99.999% female, for female, about female. I was like, oh, wait a second. Like, what about all the stuff that guys go through and dads go through or men go through? And so, we're going to do a podcast together and talk about life, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if you guys have stuff you want us to talk about, let us know. We've already written out some topics that we want to discuss, and eventually we'll bring guests on and let them talk about their experiences, whether it's going through divorce or in business and family and blended families and dating and dating apps. So
yeah, oh my God.
So we're excited.
Yeah.
And again, we appreciate all the love and support. Thanks for your questions.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed meeting Ross. I'm going to show him a lot more on Instagram now. I've kept you a secret for a while. So follow me over on Instagram at Madison Miller, and I will see you guys in the next video.